Okay, ever since this new update has dropped, I've been noticing a lot more hackers and glitches that I don't know how they're doing it, but they're flying around the map and doing things that seem very unusual. Something that should not be possible. Nobody should have admin commands. That's a bit absurd, right? Only Wolfpack should be able to control the world as they like. So I don't know. Have you guys been running into hackers and weird people glitching in Brookhaven? If so, let me know in the comment section below. But besides that, subscribe, enable post notification, ring the bell, make it go ding, hit the like button. Every like, I will save a dove that from the depths. Okay, I will save a dove that in Brookhaven. Okay, guys, remember Brookhaven does have doves. They are a rare occurrence that can appear after you ring the bell, and they will appear before you and grant you with an energy pyramid that you can see in the museum over here. Actually, sometimes. So is the museum actually activated right now, or is it the dealership or the new restaurant? Okay, showing you guys what I'm talking about with the pyramid, because we're gonna be deep diving into the lore a little bit today, guys. The Brookhaven lore, we're revisiting it and deep diving into it, so it's only right that we boot up the museum. And what I was talking about is this energy crystal pyramid, obviously, that you can find that does appear from time to time. But you guys remember when I made the video talking about the new secrets? I went over all the cool new secrets in this update. It was the last video that went up on the channel. It should be, at least. So if you guys didn't see that video, you absolutely need to pause this one and go watch it now. Okay, I'm assuming you're back. So that video, I went over and showed you guys a new secret note. However, we didn't really zoom into that note or find out what it was really entailing or what it was about. Now I'm going to deep dive and explain every bit about that note, the story behind that note, and what it means and what it entails and everything in between. And what better place to do that than at the museum here? First and foremost, we have the energy pyramid. Like I said, this is a very monumental piece of the Brookhaven lore and history regarding Mr. Brookhaven, Madison, and their son Marcus. Marcus, of course, working for the police force. Not realizing that most of the citizens are assisting blindly the agency. Madison and Brookhaven acknowledges this. They know this, and of course, look at that fine couple there. This is the beginning foundation of Brookhaven and everything. We have the crystal shards, of which we have collected multiple parts of, alongside the carbon blocks, which is the agency side, the corrupt side that we happen to participate in as well. We have some of the early days, the agency's foundation. You know, now the agency spot is the daycare, which is kind of creepy on its own. We have the two-story motel, and of course the burger den there. It was a great place to get burgers. Oh, I missed that place. But yeah, this is the creator of the agency, the corrupt man himself that really started everything. He is now sitting in a grave over there that will growl 3 times after you knock on it. Now, let's just say he's not resting in peace so much. So, and maybe because of that is because his skull is literally in the museum. But that being said, though, let's go ahead and get back into this note and deep dive into this note a little bit and everything that this note is, because, wow, when I tell you guys this is going to blow your mind, it definitely is, right? So let's go ahead and teleport to our house. We have lot 22, and now we're gonna go to not the safe location. We're gonna go down in here, and right in here, you want to get the laboratory if you want to find this note, which I made a video on this, obviously. But you want to get the laboratory, then you want to spawn the bed, and then for me personally, having my bed right here is a bit better to be able to just see the note. So right there is the note on the ground. I'm still really bad at zooming into this note. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But if you take a screenshot of this right here and you zoom it in, you will be able to read it. So it's hard to get super close in the game. But so that's that. Now, what's on that note and what does that message on that note entail? Well, that's what we're about to dive into now. Allow me to read it here as I show you guys, hopefully, a more better, clearer image. So right here it says, "My dear, the power of the agency has grown. The majority of the people have forgotten the truth and are now a part of the agency. To my dismay, Marcus is among those numbers and has joined the police force. There's a small sector that will still believe, but we have been shunned and are now in hiding. Madison." So this looks like a note that Madison left Mr. Brookhaven, saying that the power of the agency is growing. It has grown to a point that is so bad because the people have forgotten the truth completely. They forgot what this is all about. They forgot the foundation of Brookhaven and everything that is that. And now they themselves, the people of Brookhaven, are turning to the agency and believing the agency and supporting the dangerous, horrible acts of the agency as time continues. This is bad because why? Mr. Brookhaven and Madison had a son, Marcus Brookhaven. As we know, Marcus Brookhaven is the password at the agency bunker. What does that tell us? That tells us that Marcus is deeper in the agency than we would like to believe. That tells us that Marcus also didn't realize at the time when they arrived and got him as a child, and he continued being in the agency, joining the police force and doing as he didn't realize the corruption that he was facing and what they had done to his own parents. Of course, as time proceeds, Marcus realizes this, and now we can see how deep Marcus really is into the agency. So it's kind of really bad because Marcus is so far in the agency. How is that going to affect? Is he going to be able to find his parents again, and are they going to be able to reunite in a very peaceful fashion? So Marcus, as this note entails, has been very deep into the agency as well, just like the normal people. However, this is where some glimmer of hope does appear. There's a small sector that still believe, and we have been shunned and now are in hiding. So this whole RP set is kind of just that. Okay, this whole RP set is the group that have been shunned. They've went away, and now they are hiding. You know, there seems to maybe only be 4 here. They have started their own little area here, just kind of hiding away from everything that has happened with the agency, and thus trying to get a grip back on how things have happened and maybe build things back the way they should happen. We can see that Madison was a part of this RP set, and being shunned, this is where she stayed with a few other couples that believed that, you know, what was going on with the agency was not correct. However, this letter clearly seems to be directed towards Mr. Brookhaven. So that means that Madison and Brookhaven have definitely split up, and that means Mr. Brookhaven could be at a different location, or that part specifically I haven't pinpointed, nor do I really know how and what to explain with. But I think I did a pretty good job giving you guys a full rundown on the note and the connecting pieces of it, but it still doesn't explain where Mr. Brookhaven may be, and maybe once we go through that portal, we will find him. However, that portal being constructed with the rights of that of the agency, it couldn't end well. We have to be able to find Mr. Brookhaven correctly without the agency having any tabs on him or being connected in some way. And if we're going to do this, we need to do everything against the agency, not the carbon blocks, not building the portal. We need to find Mr. Brookhaven in his hiding place, which he could be hiding in a different time zone, I mean a different array of time. Like, he could be in a whole different timeline than where we are right now, right? And that seems to be the case. Time travel timelines and differences of the sort, because the agency motel obviously directs us to a different part of the time. So there's a lot of different confusion there. So that brings us to the question, that agency portal that we make, what is going to be the resolve of that? And the answer, once we go through that portal, where is that going to take us? To Mr. Brookhaven's location, but then that would lead the agency to him, and then that would show more of a negative, bad ending to everything, right? The last thing we want is the agency to be the winners here. And I think since Mr. Brookhaven put everything he knew into Brookhaven as it is, he deserves to walk away safe. But the corruption just seems to spread and take over even through his own son, which is definitely a big issue on its own. As you guys can tell, the lore is deepening and is getting intense by each update, and I think we might see another big major secret lore revealing update coming this year, later this year sometime, and it's going to change everything we know. And wow, the updates just get better and better in Brookhaven, and even with something simple as a note written by Madison, as we have seen in this today, is revealing things that we never thought would be revealed to us, and more answers finally to the massive puzzle that we're trying to figure out. This is a mystery unlike any other, and that's what makes Brookhaven so enticing and so interesting to all players alike, because you can enjoy your role plays, you can enjoy your normal everyday RP live, but there's also something much deeper, something much darker, something much more to deep dive into and explore, and that's the beautiful thing about Brookhaven, and it's always been. So with that aside though, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I explained everything about the new note clearly for you guys, and if I find anything else, or if you guys find anything else, please do inform me. And with that aside, I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in the next one.